All right. Mary, how old are you?
I'm 47.
And what is your situation?
My situation now is I'm still homeless. I'm temporarily staying in a halfway house. I thought it would be best for me to stay there because I do live a sober life. And
a halfway house meaning a sober
it's
house?
A sober halfway house,
okay.
Correct. And that's just on a temporary for right now. I'm currently looking for a job. Jobs are very hard to come by. I'm going to school, and I'm having a hard time getting from point A to point B because there's
what school? What are you doing?
I'm going to Sullivan and Cogliano for medical billing and coding.
Oh, okay.
And right now it's just put on hold for right now because I'm having a difficult time commuting back and forth on the bus and what have you. So,
what kind of work were you doing when I assume you had a job and you lost it?
I was a caregiver in the Keys.
Okay.
And then that job stopped, and then I decided, well, let me just, stay home and with my family. And in North Miami is where I was residing.
Your family, what?
My mother,
okay.
mother and my sister.
You don't have kids?
I do have kids. I just don't.
Where are they?
My kids are in Miami. That's a whole different
Are they
ball of
young?
wax. No, my kids are. They're growing up. My son is 16,
okay.
and my daughter is 13. It's
who's raising them?
Someone that was like family to me, but I'm.
Well, I mean, in other words, what happened? Is it was alcohol or drugs was a problem?
I lost my children in the result of my disease. Yes.
Okay.
That's the bottom line.
And now you're trying to get back.
So now I'm trying to, just take one day at a time. But that was years ago. Years ago. And my kids and I had a very good relationship. We still do. I'm just unable to see them right now because of my situation.
Was it drugs or alcohol?
It was just alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you went to City Commission the other day, and you sort of become an advocate for homeless people.
Yes, because I know what it's like. Officer Nelson, who I was sleeping in the park over there, and somebody apparently had called the police, and he then transported me over to the Freedom Project house. They assured me that they would, if I stayed there for 3 days, that they assured me that they would find a placement for me. Well, at the end of 3 days, that's when they started, getting on the phone and, making phone calls, which was at the last minute, and it just didn't work out. And my feeling is this is the bottom line. My feeling is, places like the Project Freedom House that are getting funded by the state and federal, finances, that's not working. Let's open up our parks to the homeless people and let's give them some tents. These horrible tragedies that are going on right now, like in Haiti. Thousands of tents were donated.
And you're saying you don't see that compassion here in America?
Not that I don't see the compassion here. I just think that there's just a lot of red tape to go through. The system that we have now for the homeless is not working.
And the city's talking, actually today, at their 1:30 meeting, about designating a site, maybe up by the Hack on Sunrise, maybe somewhere else, where it would be sort of a one-stop shop for homeless people. You would go there, the groups that feed homeless people would be allowed to feed there. There would be bathrooms, referrals to shelters and services.
Well, I find that there's a lot of that going on now. There's a lot of the facilities that are there to, for the homeless to take a shower and what have you. It's just the living conditions. I mean, what I've walked through, I would much rather, it's cleaner to stay on the street than it is to be in a facility with other people.
Have you slept on the streets here?
Yes, I have.
Where'd you sleep?
I slept in the parks. I slept at Cooley's Landing. I slept in, mainly on the beach.
And where do you eat?
Well, now I'm eating.
They feed you at the place, the Silver House?
Yeah. No, where I'm staying now?
Yeah.
No, I buy my own food. I have my food stamps.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
So you got food stamps.
Yes.
Well, where do you keep your? Oh, you keep your food at the house, and so you're sort of in between.
I'm sort of in between, but
Yeah.
if you really want to get honest about it, before I had my food stamps, what other choices do I have to eat food? What would you think that a person would have to do to go and survive on food?
Yeah,
What would you
I
do
guess they
if you
feed
were
you
in-
here at the park? So I'm told.
Well, when you're kind of new to this homelessness kind of situation,
Yeah, I guess you would.
what resources would you do?
I guess I would go talk to these other homeless people and find out where the food is.
Well,
Right?
that's one idea. That's one idea. I found, being homeless and being new in the area, you're feeling lost. You don't know where to turn
Yeah.
to. It's a scary situation, and I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
Yeah.
And I was so hoping that, the banks would do what Obama wanted them to do, which was to step up to the plate, open up these houses, the foreclosed homes, for the homeless. And this is America. We shouldn't be living like this, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Nobody should have to be going through this in America. Is this what we fought? This is what we're fighting for, our men and women? This is what they're fighting for Americans like us? We paid our taxes. I paid my taxes. I paid my taxes to be 47 years old and find myself homeless, to go through all of this and then go seek help in an agency, for the agencies to continue to close the door on me? For what? It's not right.